Welcome to Scholarshipdb.net channel. Today I'm talking about the Australia Awards scholarships, which are open for application from the 1st of February. These are fully funded scholarships for undergraduate, master's, and Ph.D. levels to study in Australia. I will also explain a step-by-step guide on how to apply for Australia Awards scholarships. There will be important notes and tips along the way, and at the end of this video, so please keep watching until the end. Before deciding which universities to apply to, you can watch campus tours of all universities in Australia on our Scholarshipdb YouTube channel for more information. Each participating country has its own set of country-specific conditions, eligible level of study, and priority fields of study. Please leave comments below this video with your citizenship, and I will send you the application link and guide for your country. We upload videos about scholarships and university information regularly. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please subscribe now and turn on the bell to not miss out on any new scholarships. Australia Awards scholarships are prestigious international awards offered by the Australian government to the next generation of global leaders in developing countries. Australia Awards are offered to emerging leaders from developing countries for study, research, and professional development in Australia and the region, so they can return home and contribute to their nation's development, prosperity, and resilience. For 2022, 2,075 Australia Awards scholarships and short courses were awarded to individuals from 27 developing countries at an estimated value of $200 million. These are full scholarships at diploma, undergraduate, master's and doctoral levels for students from eligible countries. Scholars are required to leave Australia for a minimum of 2 years after completing their scholarships. Australia Awards scholarships are fully funded scholarships that offer generous benefits including full tuition fees, return air travel, one-time establishment allowance at the beginning, monthly living allowance, introductory academic program, overseas student health insurance, pre-course English if needed, supplementary academic support, and field work if applicable. Australia Awards applicants must meet all eligibility requirements detailed in the Australia Awards Scholarships Policy Handbook. In addition to the eligibility requirements, candidates from a participating country must also meet the country's conditions such as be citizens of the participating countries that they are applying from, already hold undergraduate degrees for postgraduate courses, English language proficiency such as IELTS, TOEFL, or PTE academic results, and have at least 2 years or 3 years full-time relevant work experience for postgraduate levels. Students from Asia, Pacific, Middle East, and Africa can apply to the Australia Awards this year. Students from Asia countries can apply for master's scholarships. Asian countries include Bangladesh, Bhutan, Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, Maldives, Mongolia, Myanmar, Nepal, Pakistan, Philippines, Sri Lanka, Timor-Leste, and Vietnam. Students from Laos, Indonesia, and Cambodia can also apply for vocational education and training VET, diplomas, and Ph.D. degrees. Students from the Philippines can also apply for doctoral degrees. Students from Timor-Leste can also apply for bachelor's and Ph.D. degrees. Pacific countries include the Federated States of Micronesia, Fiji, Kiribati, Marshall Islands, Nauru, Niue, Palau, Papua New Guinea, Samoa, Solomon Islands, Tonga, Tuvalu, Vanuatu, Wallis, and Futuna. Students from these countries can apply for undergraduate and postgraduate scholarships. You need to check for your country's specific requirements to know what levels of study you can apply. Leave a comment below this video with your original country, and I can send you the application link for your country. Students from Palestinian territories including West Bank, Gaza, and East Jerusalem can apply for master's scholarships. Students from African countries can apply for master's degree scholarships. The African countries include Algeria, Botswana, Democratic Republic of Congo, Egypt, Ethiopia, Gabon, Ghana, Kenya, Liberia, Madagascar, Malawi, Mauritius, Morocco, Mozambique, Namibia, Nigeria, Rwanda, Senegal, Sierra Leone, South Africa, Sudan, Tanzania, the Gambia, Uganda, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. For the study commencing in Australia in 2024, the opening date is the 1st of February 2023, and the application will close on the 1st of May 2023. Applications and/or supporting documents received after the closing date will not be considered. All applications must be lodged online through the OASIS system. Successful candidates will be notified no later than the 31st of October 2023. The selection process. Applications will be shortlisted after eligibility checking. Only shortlisted candidates will be contacted. The selection process includes an interview. Applicants will be assessed against the following criteria: academic competence, potential outcome, specifically the contribution to development outcomes in their countries, professional and personal leadership attributes including relevant work experience. Application for the Australia Awards scholarships is online at the OASIS website. Clicking on this OASIS link takes you to the registration page. If you already have an account, you'll log in to come back to your application at any time. If not, click on the Register New Account link. Fill in your email address, family name and given name, date of birth and contact number. Then click Save. An email will be sent to you with your temporary initial password. Using that temporary password to log in and set your new password. Then you will be in the OASIS system. Click on Applications. You will see a list of your applications here. Click on Create New Application to start. Choose the scheme you want to apply. I select Australia Awards Scholarships. Select the intake round of this year and then click Next. The next page is the Personal Details section. Fill in your title, name, date of birth, place of birth, gender, country of citizenship, current residency place, and whether you have applied for an Australian permanent residency or citizenship or not. Click Save to save your details. There are 19 steps to finish: personal details, contact details, spouse details, children details, emergency contact details, previous scholarships, scholarship applications, proposed study program, qualifications, English language details, computer literacy details, computer training details, current employment, previous employment, supporting statement, professional memberships, communication, documentary evidence, and declaration. In the contact details section, fill in your current residential address. Tick the checkbox if your mailing address is the same as your residential address. Click Next. Fill in your spouse's details if you have a spouse. If not, tick the Not Applicable checkbox. Fill in your children's details if you have any. If not, tick the Not Applicable checkbox. Fill in your emergency contact details. Fill in your previous scholarships if you have. If not, tick Not Applicable. In the scholarship application section, fill in if you are applying for other scholarships this year. Note that applying for more than one scholarship doesn't disqualify you for the Australia Awards scholarships. Select Yes or No for the question if you previously applied for a DFAT scholarship before but were unsuccessful. Click Next. The Proposed Study Program section is where you select your courses. Click on Add to select your courses. Note that DFAT will consider offering you a scholarship only if your course of study will contribute to the development needs of your country. A list of priority fields is available from the relevant country profile or regional profile on the DFAT website. DFAT's website includes a full list of Australian institutions that are eligible to host DFAT scholars. You need to decide which institution you want to attend and choose an appropriate course. To find out about the content of specific courses, you should refer to the individual institution websites. You should choose two preferences. You are encouraged to choose two different institutions rather than two different courses at the same institution. If your application for the first choice is unsuccessful, DFAT will forward your application to your second choice. The CRICOS code of your course can be found on the Commonwealth Register of Institutions and Courses for Overseas Students website. Only complete proposed research details section if your studies will be by research, or a combination of research and coursework, doctorate, or master's by research. Answers should be concise, but sufficient to explain the nature of your research proposal to the selection panel. Please note word limits. Anything over this limit will not be considered. Fill in details of selected courses here. This website is where you can find the CRICOS code. For example, in type of course, I select Master Degree by Coursework. In the broad field I select Health. Or you can type in the course name, for example Master of Public Health. Then click Start Search. From the result list here, click on the one that you like. You will be able to see all information about the course including CRICOS code. Copy that code and go back to the application website. Choose one for preference and click Save. Continue to add the second choice. Now I have two choices. Fill in all your qualification details in the Qualifications section. Fill in your English language details. If you have taken IELTS tests, you can enter your scores here. Fill in your computer skills in sections 11 and 12. Next three sections are very important places where you can impress the Scholarship Selection Committee. Fill in the current employment. To describe your experience and knowledge in your current position. Current employment may include work experience and voluntary work. Pay attention to the word limits. You will have to answer in 500 characters on how this scholarship will contribute to the organization's human resource development needs. Similarly, fill in your previous employment details in the next section. The section supporting statement is a super important part of your application, where you can highlight why you should be awarded this scholarship. There are 4 key questions, each maximum of 2,000 characters. Why did you choose your proposed course and institution? How will the proposed study contribute to your career? How have you contributed to solving a challenge and to implementing change or reform? Be specific and include what aspect of your leadership knowledge, skills and practice you consider to be well established and effective, which people or organizations you worked with to solve the problem, and what creative methods were used. And give up to 3 practical examples of how you intend to use the knowledge, skills and connections you will gain from your scholarship. Possible tasks can be personal and/or professional, and list any possible constraints you think may prevent you from achieving these tasks. There are a few yes/no questions at the end. Read and answer carefully. Enter any professional memberships if you have any. In Section 17 Communication, fill in where you hear about this scholarship. You can choose Other and type in Scholarshipdb YouTube video. Documentary Evidence section is where you upload all your required documents. All documents that are not in English need to be translated and certified. Required documents are proof of citizenship, certified copies of previous academic transcripts. Other documents you may also upload are certified copies of tertiary certificates, IELTS, TOEFL or PTE academic results, statement from university or school that English is the language of instruction, referee reports, list of relevant publications for research applicants, a CV, and other documents specified in the country profile. Next is the declaration section. Read carefully and tick the checkbox if you agree. Then click the Submit button. Your application for the Fully Funded Scholarships Australia Awards is now submitted. You may be called for an interview if you are selected for the next steps. The interview is an opportunity to sell yourself and your ideas. The ethics you need to follow during the interview process are polite body language, arrive on time, switch off your mobile phone, speak with confidence and passion, show how well informed you are, make an impression, be presentable, honest, and don't be afraid to ask questions. 3 main criteria of assessment of the Australia Awards scholarships: academic competence, potential outcome, and contribution to development outcomes of your home country, and professional and personal leadership skills and attributes. Some tips for preparing your application are: the theme of this scholarship program is making a difference with Australia Awards. Think about your course choice with your supporting statement and how you link them together. Explain why you want to study in Australia. You must consider the development agenda of your country. Know your government's vision for development. What are the key development challenges your country faces? What kind of change is needed for development in your country to happen? Think about what you would do on your return to your home country. How would you make a difference? What impact you would have on your return to your country? A clear picture of how you would use your past study, your working experience, and your proposed course of study to come back to make a difference in the development of your country. Make sure you're ready to discuss how the Australia Awards scholarships will enable you to contribute to addressing your country's development challenges. With leadership attributes, ask yourself the question: are you an influencer who will lead the change and drive development? Review your application carefully. It's really important that you prepare well. It takes lots of preparation, you need a lot of documents together, and you have to write a number of statements in the application form. Incomplete applications will not be considered. Need to fill in all required section and as much information as possible in other optional ones. Prepare all questions in Word documents or Google Docs. Then once you're happy with it, copy and paste here, as there are no spelling or grammar check for the writing. If you do not upload all required documents, your application may be considered ineligible and will not be shortlisted. Always check to make sure you tick off the list. Maximum size of upload file is 2 megabytes per document. Those are all steps to apply for the Australia Awards scholarships. Take time to prepare the application at its best before submitting it. If you find this video useful, please click the like button. Remember to check our website scholarshipdb.net for more scholarships. We post regularly, so please subscribe and turn on the bell to never miss out any scholarship opportunities. We are also on other social platforms. Follow us if you want to get scholarship news early. Good luck with your scholarship hunting.